Hi everyone, welcome to Shaun Allen Films, the educational series. I'm Shaun Allen. This is part 6 of the muscular system. In last week's episode, we looked at the muscles that make up the thigh. If you want to see that episode, click the annotation above or click the link in the description of this video.
In today's episode, we're going to be looking at the muscles in your feet.
Oh boy, this is gonna be great! Let's get started! As I mentioned earlier, in the last episode, we talked about the thigh muscles. So why aren't we including them with the leg muscles? Well, as it turns out, doctors like to refer to the term leg as being the lower portion of the leg. In other words, from the knee to the foot. Here is a diagram of the leg muscles. This view is looking at the leg from the front. This little circle is a bone. That's the patella or knee. We don't need to worry about that right now. The first muscle we will look at is the tibialis anterior. This muscle helps in lifting up your foot and pulling it inward. The next two muscles, the peroneus longus and the peroneus brevis, are very helpful. These are the muscles that help you stand on your tippy toes.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Let's look at the extensor digitorum longus and the flexor digitorum longus. The extensor digitorum longus helps extend not the big toe, but the 4 little toes. The flexor digitorum longus does the exact opposite. It flexes the toes. Hey, little frog. What's up, a frog? Here's a good way on how to remember these muscles. You can remember that the flexor digitorum longus muscle flexes the toes, because in the first word, flexor, we see the word flex. On the other hand, when we see extensor digitorum longus, we can kind of see the word extend. Get it? Well, I hope so. These two muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus, form the ball shape along the backside of the leg. This area of the leg is well known as the calf. These muscles help flex the foot. By the way, did you know that both of these muscles come together to join at a tendon called the Achilles tendon? Well, they do. In Greek mythology, a mother dipped her son, Achilles, in a river known as the Styx. It gave Achilles the power of invincibility. In other words, nothing could kill him. However, when he was off fighting in a war, an arrow struck his heel and killed him. What? I thought he was invincible. So, what happened? Well, as it turns out, when his mother dipped him into the river, she held onto his heel so that she wouldn't lose him in the river. Thus, the heel was vulnerable to wounds or serious injury. Yep, that stinks.
Well, that's a good story to remember when you're talking about the calf or the backside of your leg. Just remember that there are 2 muscles that make up the bulge in the calf instead of 1.
So we know what muscles bend the little toes, but we don't know what muscle bends the big toe. Good point. The muscle that controls the big toe is known as the extensor hallucis longus. It helps flex and move the toe. This same muscle also has a section called peroneus tertius. It's technically similar to the peroneus muscles that we talked about earlier in this episode, so it's not super important. There's just one more thing we need to look at. It is the patellar ligament.
What is so interesting about this ligament? Well, it turns out that this helps you reflex your leg.
Have you ever gone to a doctor's office and had your doctor hit your knee with a hammer, kind of like this? Well, why do they do that? Well, here's your answer. is to make sure that your patellar ligament is still in operation and not in need of medical attention. It's actually kind of cool because they are hitting a nerve which excites the leg. That's why it moves. And just like that, folks, we have finished the muscular system. And let me just say that I'm glad that it's over because that was a lot of information to cover and it was very difficult. But hey, we got through it, so nice job. Next time, we're going to summarize the entire muscular system. That's right, all in one video. I know it's going to be tough, but I'm pretty sure that Professor Biochem and Professor Word and myself will be able to pull it off, right?
Please be sure to like this video and leave a comment or video response telling us what you thought about today's show.
Be sure to also check out Shaun Allen Films The Vlogs series and Shaun Allen Films The Disneyland Video series. If you want more information about the educational series, check out the official Google+, Twitter, and Facebook pages dedicated to this series. All of the links are down below in the description of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more educational videos. Well, that's all for today. Until next time, keep on learning.